Thank you, JK Rowling. I actually have more of a confession to make than thanks to give, because I didn't actually read Harry Potter until after The Deathly Hallows had come out, which makes me, sort of a jump on the bandwagon sort of person. Midnight releases were something to be avoided. I think I missed out on a lot of the Harry Potter thing. As a child, I never wanted to play Quidditch because I didn't know what it was. I don't have any stories of waiting for an owl. First off, I didn't even know that owls were involved until high school. I didn't read any of the books at all until the summer after my freshman year of college, so last year. I've only seen the first movie. That was in 5th grade, about the same time as it came out, or around the same time as it came out. I do feel like I've grown up with the actors, but that's because we're the same age. I hear the movies are great, but I don't have time to watch them. Part of it is that my parents didn't want me to read them when I was in 3rd grade, which is about the time that they came out-ish. Now they don't care. That was something of a stumbling block for a long time. Really, why I didn't read them for a long time, long after I'd started checking out books from the library by myself, was because of the reaction I got. I finally decided to read the books last summer when I got my wisdom teeth out. I wanted something to read that would be pretty simple, but enjoyable, and take my mind off what was sure to be screaming pain in my tooth. Actually, it was. I hear that's weird, so if you're going to have your wisdom teeth out, don't worry. It probably won't bleed for 3 days and hurt for 5, and you probably won't have a reaction to the hydrocodone. Probably. So I checked out Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone from the library. About a month later, I bought them in bits and pieces, so they're all used because I'm cheap. I also broke. I bought most of them at the used bookstore. The Bookworm. You can't actually read it on any of these because they always stamp on the title! Bookworm! Some of the books are kind of battered, and Chamber of Secrets has Jake written on the inside. I'm assuming this was Jake's book, and it's in green pen, so I can't get rid of it. So thank you, JK Rowling, for creating this world that hundreds of millions of people have become so attached to. There's forums, there's music, there's games. People have invented Quidditch that they can play without being able to fly. I don't really understand it, but there's an entire genre that's grown up because of JK Rowling, because of you writing your books. I don't actually listen to Wizard Rock, but that's cool. Internet forums? Holy cow, you can talk about anything Harry Potter. There's knitting sites devoted to Harry Potter. It's incredible. All of this would not be if you had not written this. So thank you. Thank you for the joy that your stories have brought. I'm not sorry that I didn't get to read these until now. I can look at them not as a 3rd grader or a 5th grader. I look at them as somebody who's seen more of life than the average 3rd grader than I had at 3rd grade. It's about human nature. It's not just about some kid who plays a mix of basketball, baseball, and rugby on a broom. It's not just about some kid who went away to boarding school and had a sucky life before that. It's not really even about some kid who managed somehow to vanquish ultimate evil. It's about people. Harry embodies the things that we like about ourselves, the things we like to think about ourselves. He embodies the darkest moments of our souls. He can be selfish, he can mope, he can get distracted from what he really ought to be doing by what he thinks he ought to be doing. He thinks he knows better most of the time, which most of the time he does. So I was hooked, in other words. It took about 1 book, and it all began with this. Mr. and Mrs. Dursley of number 4 Privet Drive were proud to say that they were perfectly normal. Thank you very much.